Well, hello there folks. Welcome back to part 2 of the Manassas National Battlefield Adventure. And I'm currently began hiking the second Battle of Manassas Trail, which is marked by the red blazer. By the way, I forgot to mention in the last video is that the first Battle of Manassas is marked with a blue blazer, and this one is now marked with a red blazer. In the last video, I told you guys the story of Henry Longfellow and how he went, through really hard times in his life, especially during the Civil War, and how 11 days before the first Battle of Manassas started here, his wife died, his son got, injured, and, there was just a lot of sadness, hardship, and just difficult things happening during his time. And what really inspired me about this story, and that is why I wanted to share that story with you guys, is the fact that in the middle of his tragedy, in the middle of when things were literally everything was going wrong in his life, he still found hope in Jesus. This kind of reminds me of the story of Job in the Bible. It's kind of similar situation when everything is gone from your life that you love, that you care about. Where do you go next? Do you just, give up in life and just die? Or do you still trust God and know that what he's doing is for the best? And I feel like that's what Henry Longfellow, that's what he did. Even though he felt, deep despair, he didn't give up. He still chose to have hope in God. And another question that I want to ask myself and you guys is, why should we have hope in God? Why? I like the answer that Jesus gave to his disciples in John chapter 16, verse 33. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Let me read it one more time. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Oops, lost track there for a minute, but I found the correct blazer here. And what I wanted to say is that the word tribulation in that verse, it just means that tribulation is something that the world does to us. Like, those hardships, war, famine, sickness, all those, things that are happening in our life. It's just the things that happens because we sin, because of sin. And so what Jesus is saying here is that in the world we're going to have hardships, we're going to have tribulation, we're going to have difficulties. But through all this, we can have hope, we can have peace. Peace in Jesus. Why? Because Jesus overcame this world. I really like how in that verse, Jesus said, be of good cheer. And to me, what that just simply means in English is, hey, don't give up. Hey, don't give up in life. No matter how hard things get, just don't give up. So to answer the question why we should have hope and why we should have hope in God alone is because God, he conquered death. He defeated death. He sent Jesus, his son, to the cross so that he can take the punishment of sin and all this evil that's in this world on himself, so that we, all of us, no matter who we are, poor, rich, we can all find meaning and purpose in Jesus. We can find hope in him, even in the most worst situations. And that is why when we have Jesus, we can be like Henry Longfellow. In the middle of war, in the middle of hard times, we can still find meaning and hope in Jesus. Hiking these two trails, for some reason, the first battle and the second Battle of Manassas remind me of Sod's Wilderness for some reason, because there's a lot of just open fields here, which makes sense because it's a battlefield, but I don't know why, just really beautiful, kind of like Sod. So really enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie though, I am a bit tired now, but I am getting close, to maybe halfway of the hike. So maybe I'll stop by and eat some more fruits and drink some more water. So all right, folks, gotta be honest with you, I am a bit tired right now. I've already hiked over 10 miles and I'm getting close to the end here. And I found this really nice log to sit down and just take a break. And I don't know also if you can hear or not, but in the distance, if you listen carefully, you can hear cars. That is one disadvantage about hiking this trail, is that a lot of places, majority of the places I've hiked today, I heard a lot of cars. And sometimes, you know, it's nice to be in the quiet, you know, but that makes sense. I guess this national battlefield is close to, you know, the busiest place, which is Washington, D.C. So that's why you have a lot of cars. And this is getting close to rush time, almost 5 p.m. But anyway, let's go ahead and drink some water because I am thirsty. Eat some more of my apples. And we're going to continue and finish off this epic adventure. In here, I got a mix of 2 apples. I got very sour ones and I got very sweet ones. And like every time you take a bite, you don't know which one you're taking, so it's like a whole different experience, you know. All right, friends, as you can see, empty plate. That means it's time to get going. But before I go, I want to tell you a funny joke that my good friend told me. Do you guys know how trees get on the internet? They log on. All right, let's go. Well, my dear friends, the end has come. So I have successfully completed both trails, the first Battle of Manassas and the second Battle of Manassas. And I'm glad there's not a third Battle of Manassas, because I am tired, my friends. So today, both trails, I completed a total of 12.20 miles, a total time of 6 hours, 12 minutes, and a total elevation gain of 951 feet. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed this hike. I've just learned that you have to take breaks, make sure you get good shoes, because there are places where it's muddy. Definitely bring plenty of water. But man, today was such a pleasant day. That really made a big difference, because I really thought in the beginning it's going to be really windy and cold. Well, it is still windy, but it's really pleasant windy, if that makes sense, because the weather is about 65, something like that. So anyway, I want to leave you with a question. Are you like Henry Longfellow? Are you that kind of person who is in deep despair, who's sad, who is just giving up on everything? Well, I want to tell you today, don't give up. Like I said, Jesus in John 16:33, he says, be of good cheer. You know, that he said that he has overcome the world, and he can do the same for you. If you just surrender your life to him today, Jesus will lead you in the way you need to go, and he will give you and bring you hope. And even in the darkest times, you will find hope. So, hope you guys enjoyed this adventure. Hope you enjoyed both of these trails. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. It was fun. A little challenging, but it was fun. And time to go eat some lunch now, because I haven't eaten lunch for the rest of both of these trails. So it's already evening time to eat some food. So I'm gonna start heading back home now. Thank you again for watching this adventure, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. So have a great day, and God bless.